Steve Kerr. The last time these two teams met, it was the Houston Rockets who came away with the W against the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will, not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, it looked like a mismatch to me.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. And it's Fry in at the point guard. Nene setting the pick for Beal. Nene kicks to Beal. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
He's so reliable, and his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
And Fry kicks to Harden. Howard with a screen on Beal. Shot off the pick. Rebound by the Wizards. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher, mentally and physically, if you're going to win on the road.
Kicks it out to Harden. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Wall. Nene setting the pick for Wall. Smith outside. It's Beal on the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Raptors.
And I thought the key was their ability to stretch the defense. They got hot from behind that three-point line, and that really gave them the margin they needed.
Yeah, that's right. It opened up things for them in a huge way. The defense was never able to get comfortable.
Count that one.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And Fry kicks to Harden. Now, here's Fry. He's guarded closely. Harden gets a screen from Fry. Harden with it. Now Beal defending. It's Harden with the drive. Off target from the baseline. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Smith dishes to Bogut. Smith the pass to Bogut. And Beal kicks to Smith. Now here's Wall. Guarded by Fry. Wall dishes to Beal. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston in the lead. It's Harden with the drive. Another shot. Here's Washington. Outside, Wall. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizards. That's his first foul. Spates checked in for the Wizards. And a switch here also for Houston. Nicholson's checked in. Here's Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
The offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
And Washington making a change here. Butler's checked in.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Now, here's Fry. Covered by Wall. Fry passes to Ariza. Pocket 4. And he's good on the 3 ball. Ariza's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And stolen by Fry. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And another miss by Washington. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Harden. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harden's got 5.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose of getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Now here's Wall. 20 points for him last game against Indiana.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Offensive rebound. Will it go? And another miss by Washington.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
It's Harden with the drive, and that one is stuffed right through.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
There's Wall, following the score by Houston. 40 seconds left in the first. Goes up the baseline, and he gets the bucket. Spades has got his first bucket in this one.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
And Fry kicks to Harden. Shoots from the baseline, and Houston again with the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Outside, Wall. Renee setting the pick for Wall. Feeds it to Spates. And Wall, here we go now. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Comes in for Smith. Butler, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Beal subbed in for Glenn Rice Jr. And then for Houston, Howard's checked in for Andrew Nicholson. Harden comes in for Monty Eunice. And it's the Wizard in for Daniels. Taking a look at the Rockets. Fry, he's in at the point. Howard is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Harden, and it's McCallum in at the shooting guard position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Raptors got the job done. He dropped in 26 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. His performance just another outstanding outing that has become more and more common for him.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance at Clark here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night. I don't think he could possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kellogghian. Is that a word? We can use that word.
It is now.
Look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Let's just say he was really good.
Howard setting the pick for Harden. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Got a piece of it. One-on-one here. Here's Covington, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Wall attacking. Nene setting the pick for Wall. Pass to Nene. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wall. Drains it from 17 feet out. He has 6. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Boy, you take a look at that Celtics game. That's one they'd really like to have.
A reason or what?
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Spates sets a screen. Wall dishes to Butler. Kicks to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the 10-footer. Beal's got 7.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Here's Fry. High, arcing shot. That is good. He's got 6. So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still...
Traded in plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Bogut, and it's Smith in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Upside Wall. The dish to Beal. Shot clock at 6. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's 9 points here for Beal.
Getting off on the right track here early to start the half with some penetration.
Jones with the screen on Wall. Jones, no luck.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
All pass it to Beal. Back to Wall. Stolen by Harden. Ariza goes in. Jones. Fry with the ball. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. And Fry kicks to Harden. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. No good. And Washington the other way now. Outside Wall. Smith on the wing. Free throw line jump shot. And that one goes long.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Fry, good. Wizards trailed by 21. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Was just addressing the plan with his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Now, here's Fry. Defense is right there. On the basket by Jones.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Jones against Nene. Beal dishes to Nene. Just his first attempt. And he gets it to go. Fry with the ball. He's got 8. Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pot.
Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Fry's got 10 points.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Outside Wall. Beal up top and stolen by Fry. 3-on-3. Here's the floater. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fry's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, second chance points are not easy to come by, but when you work as hard as he has today, it becomes a lot easier.
Beal, the pass to Smith. And he gets it to go.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
So for the Wizards. Robinson is subbed in for John Wall. And then for Houston, Madiunas is checked in for Jones for Trevor Ariza. And it's McCallum in for James Harden. The feed now to McCallum. From deep. It's hauled in by Butler. Wizards trailed by 21. Passes it to Robinson. Beal with a screen for Robinson. For three, Smith. Shot misses.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
Outside Robinson, 6 to shoot. Here's Spates, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Spates has got his second basket of the game. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fry, there's the bucket. Good.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Wizards have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Robinson goes in, got that one up quick. Robinson's got 6 points.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Pass to Fry. Puts up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Outside Robinson. He feeds it to Beal. From the arc. That drops. 14 points for him.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
And Fry slams it in. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Houston on top, opening up a huge gap. And will return shortly. In a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Fry.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
All right, you're up.
In for Caron Butler. The Rockets also changing it up. Jones comes in for Nicholson, and Trevor Ariza subbed in for Daniels. So on the floor for Houston, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter, and it's McCallum in at the point. Shot clock at 6. All with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Puts it up from 12. That one wide left.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
And the Rockets making a change here. Rise Jackson. Rockets leading by 19 points. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. He kicks to Harden. Here's Howard. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now Wall. Renee setting the pick for Wall. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Harden kicks to Fry. There's a good screen. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. With the fadeaway. And it's Houston with another.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Robinson against Harden, and stolen by Fry. It's Ariza on the wing. Here's Howard. Rebound, Washington.
You know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Porter kicks to Spates. Now here's Porter. Outside, Wall. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Wall's got 7 points for the quarter.
Good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Fry kicks to Jones. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Spates. Smith comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Nate Robinson.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now here's Fry. Covered by Wall. Fry, good. Fry's got 23.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak. What's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Benet setting the pick for Wall. He dishes it to Bogut. Nice ball movement by Washington. Just 5 to shoot. Smith. Second chance effort. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Houston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It will go down as their 48th win.
And playing this team only twice on the year, they have to feel good about their strategy and execution. As tonight, they complete a season series sweep against the Wizards.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the Wizard. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
And he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Ruffin. Nicholson grabs the board. Rockets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Monty Eunice dishes to Daniels.